I want to run through the streets naked with green jello all over my body reading Playboy magazine. Why? Because I suddenly might feel the need to, okay, pal? I've seen the future. You know what it is? It's a 47-year-old virgin sitting around in his beige pajamas drinking a banana broccoli shake singing I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener.
It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Demolition Man Movie Review!
There you get. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I want to talk about Demolition Man, because I watched that the other day and I haven't got around to reviewing it yet. But, you know, now I want to talk about it. I didn't write anything down. If you haven't seen Demolition Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. It is my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie. Aside from maybe Cobra. I go back and forth. It's hard to decide between the two. But Demolition Man is one of my favorite futuristic movies other than Back to the Future Part 2. Maybe you've seen that one. And it takes place, well, it starts out in the near future of 1996. The movie came out in 93. And Los Angeles is crime-ridden. You got Simon Phoenix. He's just going around killing everybody. So, John Spartan tries to capture Simon Phoenix, and in doing so, a bunch of innocent civilians get killed. So he gets sentenced to about 75 years or something like that in cryogenic prison. So they freeze both these characters. Oh, God. Here. This is the year they let him out. I know he's like a 70-year-old man when he gets out, but he's still young. He's still young. It's kind of like the movie Forever Young with Mel Gibson I was talking about the other day. Maybe you remember that. But anyway. I gotta stop saying but anyway. So they let him out, and Simon Phoenix, for some reason, he gets all these fancy attributes. Like, he knows kung fu, he knows how to work computers, he knows all the passwords. So they let him out, and then he's going around killing everybody like normal. You know Simon Phoenix. He's an original G something. All right, we'll cut that out. So Simon Phoenix gets released and immediately goes to start killing people, and then they realize they can't handle it. They can't handle it because they're police officers. They're not trained to deal with this kind of violence. Okay? So to deal with an old-time criminal, you need an old-school cop or something like that. So they thaw out John Spartan and let him know right away that, hey, your wife died, we don't know where your daughter is, you know, everything you knew is gone, but we need you to do us a favor. So he's not even thawed out yet, and right away they want to have him do him a favor and go catch the guy that put him in the freezer to begin with. So, but everything's different now, and this is my favorite. He asked for a Marlboro, and they said anything that's not good for you is bad. Hence, it's illegal. So, cigarettes are illegal, red meat's illegal, salt's illegal, everything that tastes good's illegal, pretty much. But not Taco Bell. Not Taco Bell. Taco Bell survived the franchise wars, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So anyway, they let him out, and when they tell him that the cigarettes are illegal, he goes, "You're fucking kidding me," or something like that. And it says, "John Spartan, you are fined 1 block credit for violation of the verbal pluralities." And I love it, because that leads up to the best scene in the movie. He goes to use the bathroom. Let's see, maybe we'll play it, and I'll be quiet. I don't know if I should be quiet or if I could cut it in there. If I could cut it in there, that'd be cool. But yeah, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. He thinks they're out of toilet paper, but no, you got to use the 3 seashells. And so he can't figure out how to use the 3 seashells. He just goes and cusses into the violator machine, and it prints out a bunch of paper, and he goes and wipes his ass with it, pretty much. So anyway, they get all these murder, death, kills, and they send the officers, the Simon Phoenix, he's looking for stuff. And then there's a good scene where he pretty much fights every cop that they sent, and they're not, like I said, they're not trained to deal with this type of person. He blows up a cop car. Amazing scene. I love that scene. So Simon Phoenix wants to get his hands on some guns, but the only place you can view a gun is at the Museum of History, the History Museum. So that's where John Spartan thinks he's gonna go, and see, he's got this back and forth with this fucking bald guy, okay? And he don't like John Spartan. John Spartan don't like him, but who cares? Also, real quick, while I'm thinking of it, the cars in this movie are kind of realistic if you think about it, because cars are pretty much starting to look like how they are in this movie. We don't have the self-drive yet, but we will, and hopefully we'll get that fancy accident phone, because there's a scene in the movie where John Spartan wrecks his car and it fills up with this fancy phone and saves his life. But anyway, so we're going to move along to the scene where Simon Phoenix gets his hands on the guns, and then him and John Spartan come face to face in the armory for the first time, and pretty good fight scene. But then he escapes, and as he escapes, he goes up. God damn it! What is his name? The jackass that runs the show, tells him, don't you have a job to do? Don't you have someone to kill? And for some reason, Simon Phoenix can't kill this guy. He wants to kill him, but he can't do it. Can't pull the trigger himself. So he runs away, and then the guy tells John Spartan, "Oh, you saved my life. I'm going to treat you to dinner at Taco Bell." Now, John Spartan thinks that's a weird thing. We're going to Taco Bell, and then he finds out that they're the only restaurant that exists ever. Or it's the only restaurant that exists anymore. Now, one of my other favorite scenes is when they're on their way to the restaurant and this happens.
I can't even show you what I was going to talk about because Warner Brothers didn't like that I showed clips, but they were talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger being president.
I sure hope I timed that out right now. Arnold Schwarzenegger is president, and he was responsible for the 61st Amendment, where if you're popular enough, you can run for president. Where were we at? Taco Bell. We were at Taco Bell, and this is where Dennis Leary's character pops up to steal some food out of the van. And then, they get that scene. Everybody loves that scene. And he finds out that they're just trying to get some food, and that's no reason to beat people. So then, another fun scene. They go back to Sandra Bullock's, Lenina Huxley. They go back to Lenina's place, and I love their apartment. How you walk in, and it's got the sitting area down in the floor, and you can illuminate by saying illuminate. Actually, that's Simon Phoenix word. But the sex scene. Everybody loves the sex scene, right? I mean, I would have preferred Sandra Bullock full on naked. We do get some nudity from this chick that accidentally calls John Spartan. But the sex scene's hilarious. Yeah. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen this movie, like I said, shame on you. I mean, this movie's severely underrated, too. Was it like a 6.2? This movie's definitely a 8 or a 9. 8 or a 9, So anyway, he doesn't like the virtual reality sex or whatever the hell, their telekinesis sex. So he wants to do the real thing. She leave my domicile, tells him to get out. He gets out, but then he finds out that he has been programmed to knit. He can knit with his eyes closed. And then the next day you also find out that there's no music on the radio. It's this shit.
Something about hot dogs. Something about Armor hot dogs.
I mean, what the fuck? What the hell is that? But anyway, so let's move on to the underground with the rat burger scene, because Simon Phoenix, obviously, he's going to hide underground where he can't be tracked. And they go down after him. And there's, a little bit of back and forth down there. The rat burger scene, though. And then you get to see that Oldsmobile 442. Such a sweet, sweet ride. It's a sweet, sweet ride. But anyway, so yeah, let's just move along. So Simon Phoenix goes and gets his old gang back together, starts thawing out the rest of his henchmen and whatnot. And then John Spartan's got to go stop him. And he, once they get there, he puts Lenina. And once they get there, he puts Lenina under with the glow rod, and he goes and takes on Simon Phoenix. And this is one of the best end fight scenes, especially the death. This is like one of the coolest deaths. They're fighting, and he freezes him with the thing. It's a little blue ball, and it freezes everything that it touches all the way up to the ceiling, and it freezes Simon Phoenix. He gets his head kicked off, and that one Trudeau guy or whatever the fuck his name was, he got killed too. Now everybody can run around naked and swear and eat red meat. So that was my take on Demolition, man. I hope it was good enough. Maybe one of these days I'll start writing stuff that... See, I can't read my handwriting. I need to get a laptop because I hate typing on my phone. Like, if I get a laptop, I write a little script out. I'm going to have it sitting there, and I'll look off to the side like, oh, yeah, this, that, and the other. But until then, you know, you get what I give you. So like the video. I tried my best. Comment below, let me know how you feel about Demolition Man, or what's your favorite Sylvester Stallone movie. And if you want to, you can share the video. I'm going to show that title card again. I might make a better one. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully we'll see you next time. And I forgot to mention, I forgot to mention in my last video that if you're not a part of Killer Flicks, make sure you go over to Killer Flicks and tell them Drewski McGillicuddy sent you. And then make sure you answer the questions, because it's not that hard. They're pretty easy. And if you like horror movies, you should know the answers to these questions. Because if you don't, I question your... what do I question? I question your dedication to Sparkle Motion. And if you don't get that reference, oh, we got some learnings to do. Thanks, and have a pleasant tomorrow.
You gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get into that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in. You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.